The South Africa's power distributors, Eskom, has assured the country that the frequent power cuts will come to an end by the end of the week as more generators have started operating. While meeting President Cyril Ramaphosa at Tutuka Power Station in Mpumalanga province, Eskom head said that by the end of July, the risk will be significantly diminished once Unit 2 of the Coburg nuclear power station comes back onto the grid, which is about 920 megawatts, easing the power outage in the country. This month, the country has endured almost 2 weeks of stage 6 load shedding, which entails multiple power cuts a day, each lasting between 2 and 4 hours. Each of the up to 8 stages of load shedding costs the country's economy an additional $29 million a day in lost activity, according to government estimates. The government has further said that the impact on jobs is particularly worrying in a country grappling with 34.5% unemployment rate in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Addressing the South Africa's Communist Party Congress on Friday, President Cyril Ramaphosa, who has been under pressure to resolve the issue, said he will soon be announcing measures to tackle the crisis. While details remain unclear, Ramaphosa said one solution might entail setting up other state-owned power utility firms to compete with Eskom, which currently generate more than 90% of the country's energy. Energy experts and even debt-ridden Eskom have called for rapid government investment in renewables, particularly solar, as the best option to quickly boost energy production. The new French Minister of the Armed Forces, Sébastien Lecornu, continued his West African tour on Saturday. Lecornu is now on a visit to Ivory Coast after a stop in Niger to discuss the security situation in Africa, particularly in the Sahel-Saharan Strip. France's relation with Ivory Coast dates back to colonization period, and the former has had good relation with the West African state. France is now strategizing afresh in the West Africa after its fallout with Mali, with the Barkhane forces meant to weed out the jihadists in the region. Under Macron's order, the massive pullout should be completed by summer end. By then, Barkhane forces, which counted 5,100 personnel in the Sahel at its peak, will have around 2,500 in the region, the operational commander General Laurent Michon said in an interview this month. France is now reorganizing its troops in Niger to help in the fight against jihadist attacks in the region. 2 bridges were blown up by armed groups in Burkina Faso on Friday night by suspected jihadists in the West African nation. The fighters blow up 2 crucial bridges, raising fears that they intend to isolate the Sahel region. The attackers destroyed the Wose Bridge, forcing convoy that was supposed to supply the town of Djibo to return to Kongoussi. The bridge was attacked for the first time on June 30th, but work was carried out to allow people to continue using the road before being blown up again on Friday night. According to testimonies and images posted on social networks, it is now practically impossible to get from the capital to Dori. The other bridge affected is the one located in the locality of Wuse on the Kongoussi-Bozaga road in the central north of Burkina Faso. According to some NGO, the road linking Niamey and Ouagadougou, the main routes for imports and exports to the Gulf of Guinea countries, are no longer secure.
As we went door to door,
Deputy Secretary General of the ruling African National Congress Party since 2012, Jessie Duarte died Sunday after a long battle with cancer. She was 68. At her funeral on Sunday in Johannesburg, President Cyril Ramaphosa paid tribute to Duarte. Ramaphosa described the late as a faithful, dedicated and fiercely loyal leader of the ANC. He praised her for fighting for women's rights during and after South Africa's struggle against white minority rule. Duarte had held several roles in the ANC, including serving as the party's spokeswoman. Between 1999 and 2003, Duarte was posted as South Africa's ambassador to Mozambique.
In Sudan, police fired tear gas in the capital Khartoum on Saturday in an attempt to disperse hundreds of pro-democracy protesters demonstrating against coup leader General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. The demonstrators oppose Burhan's October power grab and are also highlighting heavy fighting in Sudan's southern Blue Nile state, about 450 kilometers south of Khartoum. They accuse the military leadership and the ex-rebel leaders who signed a 2020 peace deal of exacerbating ethnic tensions there for personal gain. Sudan's latest coup derailed a transition to civilian rule, sparking near-weekly protests and a crackdown by security forces that has left at least 114 killed, according to pro-democracy medics.